As the NHL season unfolds, fans are buzzing with excitement, and the atmosphere is electric. The thrill of the game, the roar of the crowd, and the anticipation of each match create a unique tapestry of emotions that only sports can weave. For many, hockey is not just a game, it's a way of life, a source of joy, and sometimes a heart-wrenching journey. As we dive into the latest developments surrounding the Toronto Maple Leafs and their captain, John Tavares, let's take a moment to appreciate the passion that fuels this sport and the stories that unfold on the ice. In recent weeks, speculation has swirled around John Tavares and his future with the Maple Leafs. Despite a remarkable resurgence this season, the idea that Tavares might hold the team hostage during contract negotiations seems far-fetched. According to NHL insider Pierre LeBrun, while Tavares' performance has exceeded expectations, the notion that he will demand an exorbitant contract that could cripple the team's finances is unlikely. Tavares has been nothing short of spectacular this season, racking up an impressive 70 points, including 36 goals. This performance comes after the captaincy was effectively handed over to Auston Matthews, a move that many thought might impact Tavares' game. Instead, he has risen to the occasion, leaving fans and analysts alike in awe. However, this success also raises questions about whether the Maple Leafs missed their chance to secure Tavares at a more favorable price last fall. While the Maple Leafs may have hesitated, it's crucial to remember that Tavares has expressed a desire to remain in Toronto. LeBrun recently confirmed that Tavares was open to signing an extension before the season began, indicating that his priority is to stay with the team. Although he may explore the market to gauge his value, it seems improbable that he will seek to maximize his earnings at the expense of the team's financial stability. Moreover, the landscape of the NHL is changing, with the salary cap expected to rise significantly in the coming seasons. This shift puts the Maple Leafs in a better position to negotiate a reasonable average annual value, AAV, for Tavares' next contract. While he may not accept a massive discount, it is plausible that he would consider a long-term deal with a lower AAV, allowing the team to manage its salary cap more effectively. As Tavares approaches the end of his current contract at the age of 35, he is acutely aware that the days of lucrative, long-term contracts are behind him. His focus is not solely on financial gain, but rather on the opportunity to compete for the Stanley Cup, a goal that has eluded him throughout his career. Tavares understands that his best chance to achieve this dream lies with the Maple Leafs, where he has established deep roots. However, the future remains uncertain. If the Maple Leafs struggle in the playoffs, the organization may decide to move in a different direction, potentially leaving Tavares out of the equation. The prospect of a younger roster is a real possibility, and if that happens, Tavares' wishes may not hold as much weight in negotiations. The situation is reminiscent of other high-profile players who have faced similar crossroads in their careers. Just as Steven Stamkos navigated his own contract dilemmas in Tampa Bay, Tavares finds himself at a pivotal moment. It would be unfortunate for the relationship between Tavares and the Maple Leafs to end on a sour note, but he is fully aware of the choices he must make moving forward. Ultimately, if Tavares' next contract is driven by financial considerations, he may seek opportunities elsewhere. However, if his motivations center around success on the ice and a commitment to the team, he may find a way to make it work in Toronto. LeBrun has emphasized that Tavares appears willing to accept less to remain with the Maple Leafs, even if the discount is not as generous as it could have been last fall. Imagine the thrill of reigniting the Battle of Ontario in the playoffs for the first time since 2004. The Ottawa Senators, a team brimming with youthful energy, could be the perfect first-round opponent for the Leafs. On paper, the Leafs would enter this series as the favorites, boasting a more experienced roster and a solid defensive lineup. While the Senators have some promising talent, including Brady Tkachuk and Tim Stützle, their lack of playoff experience could work in the Leafs' favor. However, let's not underestimate the Sens. They are a rising team that has found its rhythm at the right time. Tampa Bay Lightning. The Tampa Bay Lightning are a familiar foe for the Leafs, having faced off in intense playoff battles in recent years. After a hard-fought series in 2022 and a surprising victory in 2023, the Lightning remain a formidable opponent. Although they have lost some key players, including Steven Stamkos, their core still features stars like Nikita Kucherov and Victor Hedman. The Lightning know how to win, having reached the finals multiple times, and facing Andrei Vasilevsky in goal is always a daunting task. The Leafs have proven they can beat them, but this matchup would still be a tough test. The Florida Panthers have emerged as a powerhouse in the Eastern Conference, and facing them in the playoffs would be a daunting challenge for any team, including the Leafs. With a roster filled with talent, including Matthew Tkachuk and Alexander Barkov, the Panthers play a style of hockey that is perfectly suited for the postseason. Their recent acquisition of Brad Marchand only adds to their already impressive lineup. The Panthers are not just a team to beat, they are a force to be reckoned with, and the Leafs would need to bring their A-game to compete. No easy path this week. Look ahead to the playoffs. One thing is clear. There are no easy matchups in the Stanley Cup playoffs. The Eastern Conference is packed with talented teams, each capable of making a deep run. The Leafs will need their stars to shine brighter than ever, regardless of who they face. The pressure is on, and the stakes are high. The playoffs are a test of character, skill, and determination, and the Leafs must rise to the occasion. In the end, it all comes down to execution. The Leafs have the talent to compete with any team, but they must deliver when it matters most. The playoffs are a different beast, and every game is a battle. As fans, we can only hope that our team is ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead. So, what do you think, Leafs Nation? Who do you believe would be the best and worst matchup for the Toronto Maple Leafs in the playoffs? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more exclusive content. Your voice matters, and we want to hear from you.